It's not a Full House or a Five of a Kind. What is it? What is that kind of hand called? We begin with Hawkgirl and Green Lantern having a character moment.
What is it with you? Every time we're together, you're like this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
Moving on, Batman attempts to stop a network executive from showing something, which could possibly be the final season of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, or it could be something much more deadly.
Gwynplaine Entertainment is the Joker.
He goes on in 15 seconds.
Joker explains how he's rigged Vegas to blow, and it's up to the Justice League to prevent it from happening. He's also put cameras everywhere and given them only 23 minutes before it'll go off, which sets up one of the cleverest things about this episode. It's all done in real time, meaning that the show 24 totally copied Justice League. When the League arrives, Superman locates the bomb with his X-ray vision, so it seems the writers remembered that this time. But they suddenly face an obstacle in the Joker's Royal Flush Gang.
Jack, 10, King, and Queen.
Each of the Royal Flush Gang has their quick backstory and powers covered, which once again is more than some of our main characters got when they were introduced. Though one person Joker leaves out for the time being is Ace.
I am the most powerful, and one of the most powerful.
Batman eventually defuses the bomb, but in classic Joker style, there's more than one.
There we go. Found it. No, wait, there's another one. 2 more. 3. 25. There are 25 bombs.
The League splits up, with the Royal Flush Gang doing their very best to block the League's efforts. Whilst the others have some difficulty defusing the bombs, it's Green Lantern and Hawkgirl who begin arguing mid-defusement, resulting in Joker fucking them over spectacularly. Finding John in the wreckage, Hawkgirl attempts to revive him, even using her mace as a defibrillator, which makes way more sense than Dragon Ball Evolution trying to use a Kamehameha as one. Whilst fighting one of the Royal Flush Gang, Batman manages to use him to bring down a chopper that Harley Quinn has been using to cover the action. Interacting with Harley, Batman questions what the Joker and Ace's relationship is, which sets Harley off.
I'm talking about right now. Or haven't you been watching the show? You've seen the way he touches her hair, the way he rubs her shoulders.
You mean Ace? She's just a kid.
Really? Then why is she with him while you're out here in the cold?
Have to admit, didn't see that one coming.
Meanwhile, Superman and Flash are trying to stop the last bomb. However, with no time to spare, Flash makes one rather insane move. With every bomb now defused, Joker congratulates the League and reveals that that wasn't his end goal anyway. It was to get everyone watching.
You see, Ace can send out thought waves that alter perception. But enough with the jargon. She can make you crazy just by looking at you.
Harley arrives looking to give Joker a piece of her mind, however Joker reassures her and reminds her of one very important thing.
What?
That you led Batman right to my doorstep!
Batman tries to get at Joker, but Ace's powers kick in and bring down Batman. Luckily, he's still able to do one thing. Ace turns on Joker and leaves him in a catatonic state, which makes me wonder what the hell he just saw. And while Batman tries to stop Ace from leaving, he's too weak and she simply walks free, to later be seen in a very well-known episode of Justice League Unlimited. Epilogue. Everything goes back to normal as Hawkgirl and Green Lantern share a moment where this happens. And every fan of this pairing just shouted "finally" all at once, ending the episode. There really is so little in this episode that doesn't work. The idea of the League having to complete a mission in such a short space of time, the reveal of a much bigger plan, having a major villain and fan favourite being a constant commentator is great and used to actually move things along instead of just for comedy. And the fact that we finally get closure for Hawkgirl and Green Lantern's relationship, in what some have waited for a whole 2 seasons for. But at the same time, that's my problem with the episode. This relationship has been building for 2 seasons, and it feels like this event wasn't really something that could so easily push them past that boundary. They've been in life-threatening situations before, and yet this one, which seems so minuscule in comparison, is the one that does it. Given that the episode hereafter was before this one, it might have been nice that the start of them finally getting together had been established there. As then you've got the almost death of John, making Hawkgirl feel just like what happened with Superman, but even more personal. Additionally, if this episode is going to be the one to cement the relationship, then why have it be so unfocused on them? There are other episodes where this ending would have felt more correct. Like say the end of the episode Hearts and Minds, as that had a heavy focus on not just John, but his past relationship with Kat Matui, and his current almost relationship with Hawkgirl. Though at the end of the day, I guess it doesn't really matter as much, as the next episode after this one, Starcross, squashes it all anyway. But for now, this is just one of the wild cards that made its way up here to number 10.
Hey people, and thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the next one of these a full day before anybody else, you can do that by supporting me on my Patreon page. However, if you're watching this on my Patreon page, then thanks for your support.